Well, thank you, everyone. My name is Miguel. I'm a compulsive eater from Spain. I've weight and measure 3 meals a day from the Grey Sheet, committed to my sponsor. Don't eat anything between, no matter what. And abstinence is been my priority in my life for the nearly 2 years. It's actually going to be 2 years in 5 days. So I'm excited to be here, and I'm extremely honored to be the first speaker in the first meeting. This meeting we've been for months working on having it, and it's probably the best thing this new year can bring us, having a new GreySheet meeting going on. So yes, well, I'll try to be brief. I know you will give me a buzz if I go my time. So no, I just wanted to share with you a bit my. I've been reflecting a lot these days on these last 2 years and how I've got here and how being here has actually changed my life in a way I never really thought it could. You know, I come from a place where, yeah, a bit more than 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I was just in a very, very bad state, personal, physical, spiritual. It was just basically just giving up on my life, on my body. I was sort of going in autopilot through my life. I had assumed I was 44 years old then, 45, and I had already assumed that, okay, my life will probably end in like 5-10 years. I will develop some kind of serious condition given my eating habits and my condition, and yeah, and you know, my life will end soon and probably painfully. But it was some kind of thought I had somehow made peace with that, or I thought I had. And because I just couldn't find any solution. I just couldn't see, okay, I've been struggling with food all my life, especially in my adult life, and I just can't go any further. It's just my, you know, don't have any, don't know what's going on. I didn't really know what was my problem. I was going on diets, losing weight, then gaining the weight again, and I just couldn't understand what was going on. And it was actually by being quite close to a friend of mine who is a recovering alcoholic, and talking to him about his problem, his addiction, that I started to realize, wow, this is what you're talking about, or what you're telling me about your relationship with alcohol is how I feel with food. And so I started to think, okay, maybe my problem is addiction, but it was tricky because there's no, especially in Spain, there's no tradition on treating food problems as a as an addiction. So I just couldn't find a lot. So through this friend, I managed to start to find out something, and then I realized, okay, yeah, I am an addict, and I found some help. I found some help, believe it or not, as far as in Iceland. So I went all my way to Iceland and talked to some people, and realized, okay, first thing I found out was, okay, my problem with food is an addiction. I am a food addict, and that was quite revelation for me. By then I didn't really still find the solution, but that was probably like 1 year before I found GreySheet. But it was like a big shock. Okay, now I know this is an illness. This is not my fault. This is a condition I have. This is I could start. I suppose I could start the healing process with myself. I could start. Stop punishing myself for eating the way I ate. And I realized, okay, I have a problem, and I can put a name to that problem. And that was a huge relief, and that was what started me in the path. So it took me like a whole year of realizing what that meant and actually finding GreySheet. And I found GreySheet in the most scientific way. It was this friend I told you about. He was talking in his work with someone else in the cafeteria, and yes, another girl who happens to be in GreySheet heard him talking about me, and he told, oh, you have to ask your friend to call me. And he did, and that's how I got to, believe it or not, like 4,000 miles from where I am now in in a small cafeteria in Iceland, someone talked about me, and someone said, "Okay, this you have to talk to this guy." And I did. I just the person called me. I talked to her. She put me in contact with someone else. Some of the and I talked to two or three people. Most of them I can see are here in this meeting, so I'm extremely grateful to them. And that's how I started. Like 7th of January, 2 years ago, just after Christmas in Spain, because in Spain Christmas finishes on the 6th. I started my GreySheet life, and that has completely changed my life. It's just I've been a lot these days, probably the last few weeks, reflecting a lot on this has been a hard year for everyone. I do complain a bit because it's been hard for me, but probably less hard than other people. And I can't complain too much because I still have a house, have food in my mouth, have a job that I managed to rescue from bankruptcy. So I can't complain too much. But the first thing I was thinking these days is, imagine if I had to go through that before I was abstinent. I just couldn't have. It was because what abstinence has brought to my life is not only that my body has changed or the way I eat. That's important, and that's crucial, because at the end of the day, it gives me health and I can go with my life. But it's given me a different mindset. It's given me a strength. It's given me clarity. It's given me peace of mind. It's given me I'm in a different place now when I have to deal with problems, with people, with any kind of situation in my life. It has impacted completely. So it's not just the food. It's not just losing weight or having a thinner body. It's everything else. My relationship with my family, with my friends, with my co-workers, with people in general, with the world. The way I look at things now is comes from a, suppose it's a serenity. I live a very stressful life, and I realized I thought the stress was what drove me into eating, and it wasn't that. It wasn't stress, because I do have stress now, and I have a crazy life now of work, but I have inside me, there's a serenity, there's a peace, which I didn't have before, that allows me to deal with everyday problems in a much different and much controlled way. And that's the amazing gift I've gotten from this. And I suppose for me, there was two key elements of GreySheet that I think is success in my case. One is the fact that I had a very, very clear, strict plan. Okay, this is what you have to do. There's nothing else. This is what I don't have to think about food anymore. I just don't think about it. I just think about getting food and cooking it. I don't need to think on my own anymore, because I can't. I can't make decisions about food on my own, and I don't have to anymore, because I have the group, I have the people, I have you all there, and have my sponsor, who's just been amazing. Has been just doing me all the way here, and continues to hold my hand in the path, and it just gives me amazing strength. But I'm not alone with food anymore. I don't need to make decisions with food anymore. And that's the other thing. I really feel I have a group. I really feel I have a family, a community, brotherhood, sisterhood around me that support. So I came from this cold, scary place where I was 3 years ago, where nobody understood what I was going through, and I was alone in the world dealing with food, to this place where I am now, which is I'm full of people around me, helping me and supporting me, and letting me helping them and supporting them, which is just full of light and full of hope and full of and plans. And I see a future now in my life, which is, I suppose I gave up on future a long time ago. So I don't know how far I am in time. Sorry.
2 minutes, Miguel.
Okay, and then I'm
2 minutes left.
wrap up. Thank you, because I could keep on speaking for hours. So anyway, just wanted to give you again welcome to this new meeting, which I think is going to be amazing. It's going to be awesome, and the more meetings we have, the better. And I think one thing this COVID thing has brought us is this thing of moving all the meetings to to Zoom and telephone probably have allowed people to meet more people and I have, at least during this year, met a lot of people, a lot of you in here, and I hope to keep on doing it. So thank you very, very much for being here, and thank you for all your help.